Problem is, he may have guaranteed when he assumed certain things were wrong with the bike, but before he finished the bike, he made another representation to you. And that was, I'll do the best I can. And that's a little bit different than a guarantee.
Mr. Mendoza, you saw that his bike will kind of start but not roll, it won't turn on.
Mm-hmm.
Could the problem be the valve?
Yes, we don't know. To figure out what's wrong with that bike, it would take me at the most 1 hour, and I was not going to charge him to look at that bike, and I told him.
That's not what you said.
And I wasn't going to...
If you look at Exhibit D
I was willing,
on the text message...
I was willing
1 second.
to transport him and his bike to this shop. I know the owner of that shop. No charge, no nothing. I said, look, this is a deal, man. I'll pay for it if they can adjust the number 3 valve, because I'm about to see the oceans be parted.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's a very good analogy, oceans being parted.
That's it. It's impossible.
We'll excuse you and we'll deliberate on this matter. Thank you, gentlemen, both of you.
right.
All right, let me tell you how I started out thinking about this case. One word leaped out at me, and that was guaranteed.
Yes.
He would fix the bike. If that's all that there was, I guarantee I'm going to fix your bike. He comes, he picks up the bike, and it turns off within 24 hours. Fine. You know, he gets his money back. But the defendant credibly indicated at some point during his effort to fix the bike that he has now encountered another problem. And with respect to that problem, he indicated that he would do the best he could, which now tempers that guarantee.
See, my problem is with the timing of the guarantee versus the payment. He kind of said, okay, I've already paid you $4,000. You didn't come through.
Right.
I want to go take it and have someone else evaluate it rather than paying you another $2,500.
Well, he wanted all his money back.
To do what you could have, but initially.
But the defendant also gave him a solution. He said, listen,
yes,
I will pay for the valve to be adjusted to spec if this other shop is able to do so.
Yes.
And that's what bothered me.
Yeah.
He asked him for $2,500 extra to do the work. So what about giving him $2,000 back?
How do you do that?
Well,
I understand.
If he would have given us a quote from this other shop,
I think what Judge Corriero was getting at is he was promised a bike that would run.
It did.
And,
in all fairness,
well, it ran and then it shut off on the freeway the first day he drove it.
In fairness, we also don't know what he did to the bike. Who knows how he was riding this motorcycle? All I know is that he test drove the motorcycle. We know that.
Right.
And then he took it off the lot.
But the next day, I mean, it's kind of hard to believe that.
Well, how do you justify? Tell me why $2,000?
I'm saying I'm deducting an amount based upon the defendant's representation. And frankly, I think the defendant played a little fast and loose with us with respect to that invoice.
I don't think so.
He presented it to us as an invoice that he gave. That's the way it was presented. That's evidence that has been doctored.
But he testified about what happened. He testified, yes, he signed off on this, but then I had a phone conversation with him and I documented what was said on this receipt.
Yeah,
I found him
after he was confronted with the altered receipt.
I'm gonna be the first dissenter then. This is my first time ever.
You would give him nothing.
Yes, because unless I heard wrong, the valve could be a problem, but may not be the sole issue. So even if you fix the valve, the bike still may not run. So I don't know if that's going to solve his issue.
I think under all of the circumstances, based on all the testimony, that there should be a reasonable amount deducted from the repair price that would accommodate the plaintiff in getting the bike ultimately repaired. And I say that the defendant got $4,300. I would give the plaintiff $2,000 back. And that's what I think is a fair verdict after I heard all the evidence.
Could you live with giving him $1,300 back? I think I could live with giving him $1,300
sure.
back. I really do think that there is an issue with telling him for $4,000 I will fix this bike, and then telling him a day before he picks it up, well, there's another $2,500 problem.
I would join you.
With $1,300.
I would be comfortable.
Where do you come up with the $1,300?
That's our best estimate.
Just grab from the sky. All right, I dissent.
Because of our arbitrariness.
Arbitrariness.
All right.